as tons of teams are unable to get players, and apparently this is way too early in the morning to do anything. From pub Passtime that Valve made. So right now we're having people join the server. This should be okay. So what we have, the game we're watching, out of the two games in the first tournament round, this is Team Gangweed, which is the team with let me see here. This is the Nursey team. So we have Bowl, Nursey, Dongus, Sandblast, and we have Rain. Those are the possible players. I don't think Sandblast is here. I'm not sure which players they're going to field. So basically what's happening is so many teams need ringers that I basically just said, you know, if you need a ringer, just get your ringer in. And I don't think anybody's going to deny them. Like, we just want to be able to get 4 people on a team and play the game. So this is basically the closest thing we have to an invite team with Nursey on it. Although, honestly, Sandblast was kind of going to be their carry because he's pugged with us before. We kind of got the gist of what needed to be done. So without Sandblast there, this is a real, who knows what this team is going to be able to do. Just because they're, you know, just because like Nursey is really good at TF2 does not necessarily mean they're going to know what they're doing at all in this game mode. Like, having some experience here really trumps, I don't know, just like how good you can play sixes. Obviously mechanics matter a lot, but it's going to be a rough time. And okay, the other team that they're playing against is, this team is called No Name, well, because they don't have a team. This is Crate's team. Thing is, Crate's players didn't really show up either, so she pretty much found herself 3 other players, which are, let's see if I have them here. Those players should be Alex, Cole, who is a frequent pugger of ours on Saturdays, and Magnegro. So those are some, Cole has definitely had experience. Other players like Magnegro, I don't think he's ever played this. I could be wrong, obviously, I don't know, you know, when everyone's played all their stuff. We have a report coming in that your game volume is a little bit high, flaaaaff, so you might want to turn it down to like, it could be very quiet. Like, there's not much that needs to be conveyed as far as sound.
Right,
mostly
just,
screaming.
Adjusting this stuff, so yeah, you know, we're a little bit of a rough start, but hey, you know, first time doing everything, there's always firsts, so I appreciate everybody's input on whether things are too loud or too quiet.
Indeed. All right, so looks like one team is already in. Yeah, it looks like Nursey is going to be my contact because I'm unable to reach Bowl, who's a listed captain. I literally have no idea who's showing up. All right, so Nursey's actually in here. That is a player named Kirby on the red team right now.
Alrighty then.
So if this pregame is any indication, we have the blue team currently looking like they might run 2 soldiers, a medic, and a demo. Everyone's basically playing their mains, sort of.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Magnegro is a demo main, so he's going to be playing some demo. Cole mostly plays medic in these pugs, but he's definitely played enough where he could be an impact player. Just because of his experience, even though he might be like mechanically one of the weaker players, he could really do a lot for the blue team. This would be rather funny. I mean, we'll see who the red team brings, but you know, you might see some really sort of upset, I guess you could say. I don't know if this really counts as an upset, but if a couple of invite players show up and they get like trashed by Cole, that would be funny.
Well, it goes to show how that, yeah, like you said a long time ago, experience doesn't really matter, especially like, sure, you could play an invite level in sixes or Highlander. It's different.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's not, the emphasis here is not on fragging. Like, yes, it's super critical to be able to hit good air shots, and you know, having good jump map skills basically is huge because this is the jump map. Yeah, blue team is letting you know that they are ready. Team No Name. Nursey says. Nursey is implying that more people are indeed on the way. So we will go ahead and give them. We have time. Obviously, there's not exactly a huge rush right now, considering these are the only 2 teams able to play. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Suddenly 3 people join. A huge show of intimidation and solidarity. The
largest amount of coordination in this game so far.
Yeah. Things are about to get serious.
Alright, the nice fast, and Yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy what's going on. And actually, I'll just give a bit of a background info about this type of format for those who just tuned in from Team Forge TV or from Twitch or whatever. This is 4v4 Pastime. It's very different. It's not like your usual Highlander, Sixes, or Prolander. Each of them have different numbers. Sure, there's competitive 4, but we don't talk about that. But here, it's 4v4, which is the surprising thing because Pastime, it's hectic, and for the most part, the community that made this type of format really tuned down to the point where it's very fun to watch and less hectic. And essentially, if I'm not wrong, the limit is also different. You have a maximum of 3 soldiers, or a maximum 4 players, only 1 medic is allowed, and a maximum of 3 soldiers, and one of those soldiers can switch off the Devilman because of the shield, and you can trim in. Notice that there's slopes over here, that way you can actually trim off of, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, this is kind of like a hyper-active b-ball, you can almost say. I mean, there's definitely some relation to b-ball and other games, sport ball kind of games. People have mentioned like Lucio Ball having some similarities. I mean, there's some, obviously, but... So, I gave the teams the go-ahead to start, so anytime they're going to be going. So it looks like we have the same setup right now. We have a medic on both teams. A demo on both teams, and 2 soldiers. That is not the only way to play it. I know like the Europeans have been playing, and they don't like medic at all. They just run a demo and 3 soldiers, which certainly can work. I mean, that doesn't mean they're going to lose. It just the feel is a little different, but it's very doable still.
I feel like it's just Euros doing weird janky strats and not have the following format is kind of a very... Oh, it looks like the match is going to be starting soon, but it's kind of like a common thing to see where you have NA with their kind of clean formats and use kind of the EU strats. I'm sure they're notorious for doing that.
That's a scary message that you got in the console. I'm just going to hope that's not true.
Hopefully not. And the ball is being deployed on the bottom part. Red team already has that possession of the ball. Looks like they're going to be trying to walk it through across the field. Good they're trying to do, but just like that, looks like one of the players intercepted the ball but dropped immediately, unfortunately, because when you have the ball, you're unable to you're unable to do really anything, and that medic caught that ball and immediately died and dropped that Uber.
Oh, and Bull has some experience in the past, and he goes ahead and gets the first score in for the red team.
Yeah, it looks like red team's already taking that incentive and initiative and getting that high ground, but blue team's immediately posting and immediately fragging some of the players. Now they have possession. Let's see what Alex can do on point. Desperado trying to get that pick, but he gets intercepted by Dongus.
Oh, that's close.
Close. They're trying to get full lomp across the back wall possibly, but looks like Dongus is going to throw it across the field. He's going to walk it through. Soldier's going to be trying for that jump. Alex maybe see what he can do. He throws the ball and it gets the second point for red team.
Yeah, the defenders could not make it back in time. I feel like more experienced players might have, but these guys can't play.
3, 2, 1.
Looks like the ball shows up from top.
So jump across, getting that point.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
So most inexperienced players, which is kind of what we have here, everyone's kind of inexperienced. They really don't use a defender. So that's a problem, not having that soldier dedicated to defending, being the last line of defense. Oh! That's close. Don just hit a serve.
The medic's picking it up to see what they can do, and the ball gets passed. And he kills himself as a result. The man on the ball looks like it's intercepted by the soldier.
Cole's showing up. You know, it's really great that they have Cole. His experience is probably the most out of anyone in the server.
See, Alex going in there, see what he can do. The defender already jumping up, but he gets killed before he can even throw it. Yeah, I feel like Cole's probably the most experienced out of them all, because I do see them in those pugs and see them, you know, he's doing very well compared to a lot of these players. It seems a little bit not as coordinated, not many people going across the field to try and do something, but hey, you know, it's first time for everything. I think there's a lot of new players, and team players are taken out of their element. Hopefully, they will adapt very quickly to this.
All right, now blue team's going to see if they can mount some kind of offense. Oh, Dongus is just assaulting me. I think Crate pops super out of panic. I'm not sure she understands that it can really hamper her teammates from holding the ball. It works out in that case. Oh, here we go. Blue team
Alex
goes for setup.
getting the pass, but he gets intercepted. A very unusual intercept. They kind of just hugged each other, and also happened to hit Dongs before he got passed.
Yeah, it seems like Alex does not know they should jump again. Oh, Cole is just coming through with his defense, man. If they didn't have him,
I feel like Blue Team is currently really liking pushing the offense instead of having someone back in defense. And Desperado currently on red is having a good defensive stance, but I feel like that's just the fact that Blue Team already has possession of the ball and is already on the upper area.
Yeah, they're just hanging out on their side of the field because they know an offense is coming. Magneto has no idea how to throw the ball. If he only knew, he'd be, you know, so strong as Devilman. Oh, I take that back. I take that back.
I guess that was a very interesting setup right there.
It was a fail that turned into a putback, I guess you could say, or whatever. They made it work.
Yeah, some jankiness going on sometimes in these type of games.
In a way, these are the most exciting games where a lot of people kind of don't know what they're doing.
Indeed. It's always fun to see when they try and figure things out, thinking, oh yeah, you see that ramp up there, like what Dong is doing, surfing off that ramp, but you can actually just... looks like he's going to do that patient toss, but it gets intercepted.
Oh!
Like Curry just comes up behind him and hits him with a saw. Indeed, friends, that if you hit people with a melee, you steal the ball. There's a lot of things going on, and I think we'll just explain it as we go. And again, another interception by Kirby. Another interception by Cole. He dies. That's
if Alex would only jump off of the ground, Alex is trying to land and catch the ball and then shoot from the ground, but he needs to jump again so that the ball catches up to him midair.
Another bit of jumping passes going on.
Red team is advancing the ball. Bo is just a murdering machine on demo. He just tries to go forward and fight the world, which he's pretty good at.
There we go. That surf going on by the medic, and it's very dangerous to shoot a medic's feet, especially on this game mode. 6 is when you bomb a medic, there's a chance that it goes away and you don't get the kill. But in this one, if you shoot the medic wrong, he will surf that rocket, fly into your goal, and slam dunk it on you, and make you feel like an idiot just for hitting the rocket.
Ooh! There you go. Alex taking the lead, I guess, here as the attacking soldier. Nice pass, nice play, and then they score in. Now Blue team's in the lead. Team No Name currently up by 1 in this game. Against King Weed.
The other person's here.
Red team is looking to make some offensive moves here, but look, it looks like they decided to move back. I don't feel like they have control.
Throwing across Kirby. Trying to go for that throw. Gets it right under Cole. I feel like Cole's the only person who realizes they can rocket jump. Not exactly sure what's going on.
Yeah. And it looks like Mercy just got it right under Cole's feet. That was a very precise shot. So even game here, 3-3. It looks like nobody... Oh!
That was a desperate lob. I was hoping that would land, but numbers are tied 3-3. You see, Don is getting that ball. He's just the easiest toss, but he gets hit by the medic. That was a fraction of a second before that ball was stolen.
10 seconds.
Yep, so now Red's in the lead. Now it looks like Blue has control of the middle, top and bottom right now. Alex is up top, but he has no health. Oh, just kidding, he is up now.
Ball's going up top. Alex getting that ball. He gets that speed boost, but he gets destroyed by Bull. Can't really get that jump off. Just like that, many of the red team members are fragging the blue team.
Blue team's on the back foot.
Let's see what this Desperado can do. Is he going to do his first ever dunk? No, he gets intercepted by Alex. Looks like a lot of the red team's already dead. Kirby trying to assault that Devilman with this saw. Of course, that's just adding a lot of pressure because melee can steal from other players, and it's just a good tool to use when you walk at someone. You just walk at them with your melees and you win, which is every other format except this one. It's a really silly thing.
It's kind of Medic's best move, honestly, in this game mode. Red team is on the offensive here. Look at the maybe close this game out. Only 2 minutes remain in this game. This one's running pretty long, so...
It's enjoyable to look at, too, because there's a lot of things going on, little weird plays, but I haven't really seen, and of course, in higher levels of this type of format, you see more coordination when it comes to using the slopes across instead of just, you know, having it do a little bit of a weird thing and walk across and pass the people. That's the basic thing what you do with the Passtime, but once you start to play this game a lot more, especially in this type of field, you become very aware of what you can do and what you can get away with. Ooh, Shameful Cole doing his own thing. He's going to go for that jump. He gets the thing and he slams a dunk in there, but Kirby just air shots him. But that doesn't stop him from scoring that goal. Numbers are tied up. It's anybody's game now. I feel like Cole's kind of just holding back right there because I don't think I've seen anybody really going for that type of play in this match so far. Cole getting the ball, see what he can do.
Sometimes my mumble disconnects, so you're gonna have to forgive me for that.
And that's quite alright. Oh, this is pretty intense because instead of just a roll, which you mostly see, looks, oh dear, he goes for the toss, but he gets it off the side instead of into the goal. And I think the ball will be reset to the middle and into red team's side. Alex is just picking that up. I think that was a bit of a distraction play. He's probably going to go for that toss, possibly. He gets juggled, and he gets throws the ball into the goal. Again, not only medics can do that, but soldiers can. I felt like that was the deciding factor. Sometimes shooting people isn't really a good idea, you know? Every other format, every other, you know, game except this one, shooting people is usually a good thing, but this one is not very good. Because people can surf off of that. People can just simply just go ahead and get in there and throw the ball.
Yeah, it looks like our guys have taken the lead here. The team No Name. Mercy's confirming with me that it is a best of 3. It is indeed a best of 3, also known as first to 2. Waiting now for Craig's team to ready up. They have up to 5 minutes to cool down or discuss about what they want to do different, things like that.
Let's talk about a little bit more about that 4v4 Passtime Tourney. I don't think I discussed enough of what's going on.
We certainly have time. I do want to mention that I think that the fact that both teams are running demo, like demo can be insanely powerful once you know what you're doing. It looks like we're about to start. But I feel like for newer players especially, they get so much more versatility out of running 3 soldiers in a medic.
Right.
Mission begins in
I feel like demo is one of the more advanced classes to play in this format because trimping is an art form that is not really mastered by me. It's a weird thing, but once you get good at it, it becomes ridiculous. And you compare it with the caber, you just become a very fast rocket jumper.
There's a lot of mobility. Oh, Alex gets in! Oh my gosh, crazy play.
Charge. And yes, it is best out of 3, or in this case, first to 2. See, Alex just tries to go bank it off, but close attempt, but Demo smacks him with the caber.
Oh no, Nurse's running away with this!
Walking it, surfs it, just gets the score. Again, soldiers, they need to shoot the face of the medic instead of the feet because they will jump and pretend to be a soldier for the day.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, medic is undervalued by the Europeans. Very, very powerful class. He has the strongest throwing arm of any of the characters here. But he's really the best at shooting from the ground. Well, I mean, usually all he can shoot is from the ground unless he's flying. But if he's flying,
so again, Nursey just getting that surf. Oh, just gets him right around the rim of it. It's close. I felt like Nursey kind of angled a little bit just to the left. Could have gotten in there. Calling out the Euros.
Oh, I'll never not stop calling out the Euros.
Easy toss, just the casual waddle to the hoop.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
We got Bowl taking top control as demo with a nice little trim. He's kind of hurting, but no one else can come up here. He is the king of this fire.
Indeed. Yeah, but Red Team gets the possession. He passes to the really unhealthy demo. He's just going to walk it through and dies immediately. That's not a very good choice because the demo man's just going to walk it through. He's going to go for the toss. One soldier there dies. Alex going for the easy toss. Off the back wall, just smiling on the gamers.
I thought that was going to be a miss, but it still goes in off the backboard. That's I want to say it's a little lucky. That does not look like it was a purposeful
consider that
backboard
is
shot.
200 IQ play right there. Is intentional right there.
I'm going to have to take your word for it. Alright, blue team having possession on their side, seeing what kind of play they can make to advance the ball here. Oh, that was hitting the geometry there, and then they lose possession. And here comes Mercy moving up on the side.
Alex hitting the ball. No one's defending. The team should have been aware of that. They saw a guy flying in there. They saw the ball line. They should have just stood between the ball and the receiver.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the demos do not seem to understand that they can charge up the skirt of the goal with their body in the way to actually block. So, Medic can't really block. Medic's very helpless in the regard. All Medic can do is charge forward at attackers with melee and intimidate them into beefing their shots or, messing themselves up, basically. Else they get the ball stolen from them.
I wasn't exactly sure what was going on at that time, but I feel like blue team just did a mix-up and threw the ball.
5, 4,
Nothing more.
3, 2, 1.
Yep, so right now the blue team is in the lead in this game and one game up. So if blue team, No Name, wins this game, then they advance in the tournament.
I think there's a lot of errors that Red Team's making. Oh, well, actually, never mind. Oh, well.
There's a lot of errors there.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Let's see what he can do, and he gets the dunk. And
well, that was a great play by Dongus.
yeah,
He just swooped in there, flying, got the ball, turned it into a big slam.
5, 4, 3.
That's
can stop the ball from being passed as long as you can splash it. Unfortunately, arrows do not work the same way. You can't just air shot the ball. I felt like, speaking of air shots, looks like Alex just got air shotted by one of the players on Red Team.
Indeed, Dong is taking him out. Blue team is waiting to buy their time here. They're trying to set up an offense. They wait too long. These aggressive red players can come in and just steal the ball.
Well, the demo going in, he just gets in there and smacks people.
He's succeeded in getting the ball through that chaos. He just has no idea how to shoot. I don't know if he knows he can hold down mouse 1 to see like the reticle show up.
Most likely, and then again, not like how often do you see the general public playing Passtime, might I ask?
They don't. I kind of want to say that's a good thing. I hate to say it, but here we go. Cole's making a play. Yeah,
Gets the goal. Despite the defense, it's just
showing them. He's showing them how to do the proper dunk. That's like the basic dunk play, the glop bump, as it's called, from one of our early players who started doing it a lot. Cole said stop air shotting because who cares? You scored.
Dongus, had he taken that rocket and went forward to the goal, I think he would have done some insane dunk, but I feel like that the Devil Man just walking in there, getting just smacked in the face by
Magnegro.
Magnegro. Yeah, words are when you first try and say them.
That is literally the gentleman's name. He lives up to it. Alright.
To go for that surf, I feel like nerfs are just beating all the soldiers who don't know better to shoot at the medic.
Yeah, I mean, that is correct. Oh!
Red scores a goal!
Alright, Bowl finding his, weaseling between the blue players on their side, finds the ball, gets it in. And now it's all tied up, 4-4.
And it felt like Red Team did something very well because they had 2 players in the back defending, 2 players in the front kind of doing the split push going on. One player making that play trying to happen, but doesn't make it happen, but blue team's defense isn't as strong, so another player can just go in there and just get the ball. Alex is just waddling in there, but he dies. Like, he could have done something. He'll try to pick it up, but dies again, too. Let's see. Can Mag do it? No. He gets, he gets sawed. It's a bit of an interesting triple push. Toss across the field, but Alex is just walking it through between the ball, and he goes for a toss. I won't understand that. That's intentional play right there. And Mac getting the ball, and Kirby intercepting again, resetting it to the team side. But like, just getting in there and sawing people, as you do. It's uncomfortable seeing that all the people getting meleeed a lot, but 3 drops to the kill. Yeah, it's really uncomfortable seeing that these many people are getting meleeed. I feel like they should use guns to defend themselves from doing that, or at least they're not as respectful of the melee weapons. It's been pretty interesting. The defense is still pretty strong for Red Team. It looks like they've finally adapted. Nursey going for that toss, but barely makes it. But I think the rest of the Red Team is going to be trying to recover that. Questionable toss. I feel that was an interesting play right there. Just a little kinky toss. Alex plays. I felt like that was an accident. The only reason why I think that was an accident, because in this game, when you shoot or about to toss the ball, you can lock onto your teammates. Sometimes if you do a quick toss, it just for some reason locks on to your teammate regardless, even if you're trying to aim at the hoop. But that kind of worked out. It was a little bit weird, but if you can make it work, that's fine. You can pretend that was an intentional thing.
That was good. I was talking a little bit for the last couple minutes, and I freaking did not unmute myself. Well. Yep, that was a hell of an ending. Very close games. It looks like Team No Name advances, and other team goes to loser bracket. So if you'll excuse me now, I must go update brackets and whatnot.
Yeah, and the brackets are in the description below of the stream, so just take a look at that, see if live update, or at least just as live as possible for those updates. Yeah, it goes to show that even though you have a lot of experience playing the normal competitive TF2, it doesn't transfer very well in this game mode. It's very different. It's like, you're good at sixes, but are you good at b-ball? Well, I would say this is just a very more fun version of b-ball. B-ball is, I hate, as much as I like it, it's not as fun as this mode. And I'd say to those who just tuned in or who are new to this type of thing or never played Passtime, I would say give it a try because it's a very fun format. When I first tried it, I had my doubts. It was, again, Passtime, it's not a game mode that wasn't really successful. But once you try it in this type of place, where people know what they're doing, and it just becomes ridiculously fun. And I highly recommend anybody who's new or just wants to try out, just give it a try. But until then, I think I'm going to be right back and see when the next match is going to happen. So, stay tuned.
We're gonna watch King of the Hill Pastime Division versus Tulians. We're working on it. That should be the correct info right there. Why is life so hard? Okay.
Alright, then we're back. We're live again. We're just going to be waiting for those players to join up and get this second round started. Hopefully you guys like what you see in this game, because, yeah, it's a pretty good fun. And I've already said enough, the game's fun. Go try it.
Thanks for the aid. Medic! Ow! Thanks for the aid. Thank you.
Everything looks like one of her team's now joining up. Hopefully this game will go underway soon.
Enjoy killing each and every one of you sorry Santa scum.
Looks like all the servers have been given out. It's 3 games we have going right now.
Wonderful. But yeah, there's a lot of other games that are happening so far, but unfortunately I have to kind of pick which ones we want to see. And I would say I want to save the best for last, and I think there's some people on the stream already who knows which is the best and the last one. And for those who don't know, well, it's going to be a bit of a surprise. You get to see some higher level play of Passtime.
Okay, looks like I'm in the server with you. We have everyone in here. And I'm just going to give them my blessing. Looks like this game is starting.
Let's see what both teams have to offer. Well, now, learning from the last round that happened, it's a little bit unusual. I think at the first game, both teams were kind of adjusting, except for Cole. Cole knows what he's doing, but I felt like his team was kind of weighing him down just a tad. Nobody getting the ball, it's just kind of weird. But
more like Cole was gracing his team with, oh, and looks like a player has issued too many commands.
Yeah.
This is some kind of issue that happens sometimes in Passtime, kind of bug in the code. It's not always in Passtime, but Passtime seems to trigger it when you like whistle for the ball or something.
That's why you gotta be patient with those whistles. You just can't spam. You can't whistle at the same players. And here we go, and the first bomb kind of happening. Well, gets past. No one gets the charge, but that bomb was failed. See the one trying to pick it up. What is he doing?
Well, he's causing a ton of commotion and wasting a lot of time, which could be good because, you know. Oh, Taco defends that. That was a really good play by the red team.
Yeah, it looks like we got some interesting players here this time around. Looks like these players kind of played this game over before a little.
Taco has played a little bit. That is true.
4, 3, 2.
So here we go. Blue team down a person for this kickoff. Ooh, but nice air shot.
His food. What's he gonna do? The Delman gets trimmed up there. He's just gonna smack him. Disrespect. He's just gonna toss it across and gets the goal. That's why you gotta have someone who's vigilant on whether the ball is gonna be going to the goal or not. And it's not really anybody's fault. If you just let it for a second, the ball will most likely score if they try and go for it. See, there's an interesting pattern of the ball just going up the top all the time. And yes, the ball spawns from the top and from the bottom. So getting positioning on the top and bottom is important.
Goal for red!
I feel like red team's already making quick work of the team. Smoking crack emoji is issuing
just keeps on, yeah, keeps on leaving the server from an error. Doesn't seem to be bothering him right now. So right now, yo, this is a, I want to say like a high IM, low invite kind of team on red here. They have a lot of potential. Ooh, just like that. Yep.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See if he gets it off the kickoff here. The ball starts on top.
Muji gets the ball. He's gonna go for the lob. Just
Oh,
barely.
almost. That's what we call the panacea after the player who had done this move a lot early on. Oh, here we go. Suddenly Blue's on the offense. They're just gonna walk it in.
He's just gonna waddle. And no, he gets
No.
off the. Oh, that's unfortunate. He had the idea. I think he felt there was a lot of pressure coming because a lot of players were going for it. I'm not sure whether that ball was going to go in or not. I would say it wasn't going to go in, but I think it's safe just to still intercept it.
Yeah, I mean it was good try to defend by Taco Shime as well. So right now I just want to point out a lot of lag going on in the server. 2 players on each team or so are lagging out really bad.
I mean, both at about 100 plus game. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, and Taco is just showing that as probably the most experienced player on Blue. She is just trying to keep them in this game.
And a good defense is
And Bucket uses the catapult to reset the ball. Let's see what comes out of this scramble. I would say there's definitely a slight fragging advantage for the red team, just them being higher caliber players. And here they go, they're trying to waddle it in.
Again,
Nice
another
bucket.
reset. Let's see if anybody's in position. No.
Oh, the blue demo man was, but he didn't know what was happening. He jumped off of the middle.
I felt like it was a bit of a lack of communication, or at least just maybe bad timing, I suppose.
I think it's just a lack of experience all around.
But you can do a lot of interesting things, especially with the catapult, because once blue team is trying to go for a push, or any team's going for a push, you could theoretically get secure that ball, catapult it across, and have a player already in position up top to try and just get it across the field in a very quick time.
Yeah, and here comes another Panacea play.
So yeah, that was just, they made quick work with the blue team. But like they didn't have much of a presence up top is what I've kind of noticed.
Yep, they do get 5 minutes between games if they want to collect themselves, but I assume they're going to be starting very soon here. In fact, immediately.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see what blue team can do to try and stop what they're doing.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Because whatever blue team's doing is not working, or at least it's not working against these type of players.
Well, red is contesting middle better, and they're getting the ball right off the bat when it drops from top, like this. Here we go. It's not quite a Panacea here, but kind of. I mean, anytime you grab it off the top, you call it a Panacea.
Again, he really likes to go for those interceptions, but it's not good. Oh,
Oh, he missed it!
had he aimed that, that would have been very bad.
So there was a red player sitting ready on the middle, ready to grab the ball that was catapulted, but he just whiffed the shot.
I feel like
Which
Red
is,
Team is
you
just
know-
adapting very quickly, surprisingly. Either that's by luck, because of positioning, or just the fact that they, I think
Go for blue.
previous one was
10 seconds.
the example that the red soldier was coincidentally up top when the ball was catapulted. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe they
these
could just
players, you know, the players on red are just higher caliber players. They're going to be quicker to adapt. Also, I think some of these players have played in their own little pugs or something. I've seen some of these people play on stream, like I think Playmo, maybe a couple other people. I don't really know who these are because of their weird aliases. But yeah, I mean they have a little more experience in the basic moves. But currently, blue team's in the lead. They're trying to see what they can do. The red demo's coming in. Look at that. Look at the red team's all over the middle. No one cares about defending. They're just ready to pounce on him and make something happen.
like that. Oh dear. Looks like a bit of a misplaying by this foo. But Jan Cohen's CZ just walks in there, gets the melee, but Var also gets him way off of his own.
Taco once again showing how she's the most valuable. But can there be enough? Oh yeah. That distraction made the red demo miss his shot. I guess by distraction I mean just like assaulting him in the face. Blue team trying to see. Look at red team. They're just all posted up on middle. Oh, and there's a failed pass to the left side of blue. And now red has possession. Now blue's feeling like they're in hot water here. See, look at the basic moves. Look at that. Look at that. Flamo has played before. He understands how to do basic bombs off the ground to catch it and dunk in the air, and that's a supreme advantage.
Especially against people who are inexperienced, that's just a team killer because most soldiers can't or aren't aware that's a possibility. Oh, I felt like he should have gone for that toss, but then again, Taco showing that they're very good at defending, kind of.
She would have defended, yeah. That demo got ganged up in the corner, but it's the red team that's making the play right now.
It's donked away and the ball gets put into neutral. It's a Luke can try and retrieve it. And a little bit of a misplay again because the ball just hit the top.
Ooh, red team catapults, or blue team catapults it, but that's a dangerous move if the other team has control of the middle, because they can just scoop the ball up.
Yo, Emoji going for that play. Oh, he missed the lock jump, but he still gets the goal.
Yeah, then just put it in. Red team's in the lead now,
10 seconds.
and they're kind of killing the hell out of blue team, so that tells me they're going to be ready to contest this kickoff.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is looking rough. Taco has to defend here. Looks like red team's too busy like staring at the enemy players to actually grab the ball.
Bit of that was a mistake, but I feel like, yeah, they're coordinated, I feel, but it's just some of the things that they do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're just better versed in basic dunks.
Right.
And you can't just have Taco. Like, the game is very offensively oriented, and it's always hard to defend against basic moves to a certain extent. So you can't just have Taco defend. You're never going to win by just defending. At some point, you have to learn the offensive moves.
I'm aware that EU has their own version of this kind of map, and I had a feeling.
Oh, Taco tries to toss it away desperately, and a soldier on the red team just scoops out of the air, does a little U-turn, and dunks it in. And Taco says "Wah." That's her signature trademarked word that she uses to describe pretty much anything. And red team's looking to seal this game out right now. And they do.
So, like, at that moment, blue team's too committed on that defense. Taco can only do as much as she can and save, but yeah, like you said, this is an offense-based type of game here.
All right. Time for me to update the brackets and see what the other teams did, how the other games went.
Man, there you go, guys. That's kind of what shows when good players, or at least people who have an idea on how to play this, they actually use some of the surf ramps to try and get in there. They rocket jump right before the ball gets to them, so they know the timings and everything. And that's kind of a bit of a taste of what you will see soon. Yeah, I feel like one of the mistakes that blue team makes is just they don't have much of a presence on the high ground, or at least they're not contesting it as much, because red team, they miss the ball sometimes, and blue team isn't really there to capitalize on the capture. It is just getting in there and get the cap, walk it through, and possibly go for some interesting mix-up.
Alright, so I'm just trying to find out how the other games went here.
But alright, with that second game concluded, we're going to go to another intermission, so yeah, check back in a few minutes. Hopefully the round will start again. Thanks for, like I said, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope to see you in a few moments.
I'm gonna try to get us info for our current game that's in progress. Oh my god, it's a lot. I'm getting overwhelmed with that admitting, honestly. But okay, see if the server works.
on because we have a game in progress right now. And this is kind of one of the previews of a very good Passtime team so far on blue team.
Yeah, we have our top team playing against another team of experienced players that might be one of the other top teams. So the top team being the Ball Stars, the second team that has a good chance here is Shitposter Central. A lot of experienced players there.
It's a lot different, and you start to see some of the players doing some interesting positioning right now. You see Easy E on the, well, it's not family friendly, I'm going to call it upper. Call it perch. The community called it something else, but I'm not going to call it that. Blue team are getting their first point, and I think that's GG. Just caught the tail end of that match.
Was that the Ball Stars?
Yep, it was the Ball Stars.
Ball Stars advance. Okay. Well, let me give you another info then. This might also be a tail end of a game. I might as well watch some.
I'll just look at something then.
This is Crate's team doing battle against another top team. Another one of our top team of regulars.
I think we just caught that interception. And hopefully, or at least after games, we get to see some more interesting plays. And I feel like from previously, it was more interesting things. First game, you have good players, but at the same time, the execution, like right now, Sherwood fan is just going in there, getting the dunk, despite the double soldier defense. Maybe pops on red team to defend most of their players from dying. That's just a little sneak peek on what you'll see in our plays. You just see people who perfect the offense. They know that it's an offense-based game, and they know to abuse that in the ball. Just casually go into that hoop, had anybody touched it and died, I think that would have been a happening there, but it's not because you can't cap the ball when it's lethal. Let's see what red team has to do for their plays. And Alex gonna ball. He's just gonna pass the jack right in front of two soldiers. Probably a little bit of a missed jump right there. I think blue team will most likely try and go for that toss and getting that gap. Being able to feed the GG. Yes, we're just catching the tail end a lot of these matches, so, but hey, you get to see a lot of good things going on. You got to see a large variety of players just doing their thing, and you know, it's quite fun to see things going on.
Okay, so all right, so it looks like who is this? Did I say this is? Oh man, I can't keep their name straight, but it looks like Crate's team does lose their first game here. All right,
down into the losers bracket.
And now I will need to focus. We will be starting the first round in the losers bracket, as well as round 3, and we're going to decide who we're going to watch here momentarily.
Any ETA on when it's going to be happening?
Oh, maybe 5-10 minutes. I need to really focus to not give out the wrong server info and whatnot. So,
Aaron, then you heard it first, guys. Just tune back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Get yourself a nice cup of coffee, something to drink. You know, get a stretch. It's going to be a while.
Hey Flaff, what do you think? Want to look at this bracket? Tell me who you think we should watch. There's a lot of choices. Yeah, and like even though those Tullians, we just watched them, I just feel like they're gonna get stomped. What about like Taco's team versus Georgia State Panthers? That might be. I mean, again, Meatball, that's a solid player, but I don't know how experienced they are. I feel like that might be one to watch, honestly. That is dead. I forgot like Time Chamber versus Feet are just two dead teams, so that's a piece of shit. And Taco versus Gangweed is another one down there in the lower bracket. Is that? It's between that or the Georgia State Panthers game. I feel like we should watch that game 12, right? That upper bracket. Yeah, that's what we're gonna watch. Okay, unless you object, unless you think something else would be better. I'm literally trying to watch the most interesting games that have the best potential to be close. You know what I mean, or interesting. Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't. Like the other team put up some damage, but that's because they had experienced players. But in this one, I think this would be more of a stomping than the previous round. Okay, I'll stand by in a couple minutes here. I'll get info. Okay, so here's info for the game that we want to watch. But Meatball's team, Georgia State Panthers, is currently making sure they have enough players, which is a dire omen. We might watch something else, or we might watch another one until those guys are playing. I'll let you know. Game 1 has already been dispatched. That's the Tullians versus Super Bowl Stars or whatever. So we might want to do that. Actually, no. We'll probably start by doing what is it? Lower bracket number 1 here. So King of the Hill versus Game Weed. I'll take care of that. disregard that. I was going to decide which team to advance, but I think the one that's most likely to be dead for sure is Lorgon's, whereas Cheris is just unresponsive. So I'm going to keep Cheris's team alive against all hopes. So I'm just going to kill Hyperbolic. So listen, we have Ball Stars game on 1. You have that to paste it, right? For the servers. So server 1 is the big game with Ball Stars. The one we want to watch is number 2, but they're waiting for players, I assume. And number 3 is, we probably want to tune into that one, which is Taco's team versus like Nursey. That's 3. Everything has been dispatched at this point. Yeah. It really might, yeah. Panthers forfeit. So Nursey, I don't know. Hold on, I think we have like no games on right now. Is the game 1 going? No, right? Maybe game 1's going then. Server 1, yeah, server 1. Server 2, it looks like the Panthers just forfeit. And server 3 is I need Nursey to actually respond and play the lower bracket match.
Yeah, you gotta get Nursey in. Because their team has to study because they're losers bracket, so they gotta pick up the pace.
Sorry about that, guys. There was a bit of a hiccup going on during the bracket settings.
Yeah, it's people not showing up and whatnot.
It's kind of expected for a first-time tournament, but hey, you know, once this thing goes well, or it's just once this tournament's over, hopefully it will be, you know, more a little bit better this time around. But it's always the first round. This match is happening. This is the team I was talking about, the good team, the Ballsters on Team Blep.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Right there is a bit of an interesting scrap you see right there, where one of the blue team members opened the door and spammed the rockets across the field. It's like, and see it jumping, taking that top area, and just riding that rocket into the air.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ball's going under. Again, another blue team just going in there. This is kind of what I'm making sure about the Passtime. They're insanely good. That's the thing. Nothing wrong. They're just really good at this game.
3, 2,
I feel like they're just punishing their team on the mistakes.
Alright, Nursey is now has info, so.
Alright, wonderful. Currently casting this so far, and actually trying to go for a bit of a play right there. He's just getting that ball and in that arrow. Let's see what he can do again. Maybe go for a self pass, possibly. Not exactly sure what's happening. Well, looks like Emoji just getting that ball. Ooh. Just right off the rim. I'm not sure what happened right there. That looked like it was going to happen. They can try to go for it, and there you go. They go for red. It's not the defense that blue team has put up.
10 seconds.
Is that a good game going on there?
It's a pretty decent game so far. It's not a complete roll, but I felt like blue team had a good 2-0 lead very early on. With some pretty flashy plays going on. I think red team is starting to have a good hold on this match so far. Again, oh no, the defense open, but Lax just going in there and getting the defense. One of those very good defense players just gets in there at the last moment and gets the ball. Seemingly just from spawn and gets the ball. I don't know how he does it, but he just do.
What do you think? Should we keep watching that game, or should we move on to game 3 here in the lower bracket? It's Team Nursey versus Taco's team. I don't know.
We can take a look at this one so far. Ooh,
okay.
2.0 getting that serve. He gets the ball again and he just gets that goal.
Goal for blue! Mission begins in 10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Alright, I'm in here with you now.
Alright, so already got the high ground advantage, but looks like blue team's already putting up a good. You're starting to see some interesting things going on. Oh, looks like the pass failed because the rocket resetted. And again, your own splash can also put the ball back to neutral. Let's see what Emoji can do. He gets that lob, and again, good defense by all the soldiers. They're just good. Can't say any more than that. Oh, off trying to go off the back wall, but again, I felt like he kind of panicked a little bit and missed his toss. Ball getting reset, but red team jumped away, which is unusual. They should have been able to try and jump that, get that ball and get the dunk on it, but looks like they got dunked off by Slam.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I'm waiting to see some insane market guarding antics from Easy.
Easy's playing it safe. Looks like VAR having a good position on the perch above the point. See what he can do. He's just gonna stay up there. Ball's gonna be picked up by Laxton. He gets down, drops down, and I felt like that was a bit of a mistake. Either that or blue team was aware of that and just tried to shut him down. Yeah, because you have to deal with people up at that little high ground because it's gonna be a bit of a problem once the ball gets past them. They're just going to get the ball and easily dunk it. And the only way to counter that is either stopping them before it happens or just air-shotting them like God. But even then when the people are air-shotted, they could still just dunk it.
Here's a solo play from Easy. Oh, he's trying to be way too fancy, man. I think Red Team was ready to defend there, and Easy thought he would not be able to get through it. So he tries to go again off the ground.
Some really smart plays too, because they're waiting for the person to throw it or at least land before they get splashing over it. Just keep playing. The red team already having a good show.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. You know, I don't know how much of that is blue team being fancy, or maybe red team. You know, they do deserve a lot of respect. They have a lot of DM power. They're fast learners.
2.0, walking that through. Gonna get that toss up, but the Delman tried to defend, but I felt like that was from an angle where the soldier couldn't see it. I felt like that was the reason why he didn't react in time. Out of that, or he was thinking that the Delman was able to trip and defend that. But it's a very tricky thing to do. It's very difficult to have a Devilman just trim and defend. It's usually used for offense, not so much for defense, due to the fact that it's extremely volatile. Oh, now the second match is underway, I believe. Looks like it's paused so far. Yeah, what are your thoughts so far in this match?
Well, like I said, oh my God, there's so much lag on the red team. Like that can't be right. There must be having routing issues with like 110 ping players. Like, those aren't Euro players, right?
I don't think
those
so.
have to be like Playmo's friends and just like friends in that group. I mean they must be. They're listed on the thing, but their aliases don't match up. That's very hard for them.
Red having 2
Oh, it looks like they're unpausing right away.
Right.
I doubt it. I mean, it's fine if they do, but it's not doing them any favors.
Begins in 10 seconds.
Yeah, there is some.
The entire red team exiting out of the right spawn door because I don't know if they've already learned that they're gonna get spammed to hell. They come out of the left spawn.
It's gonna be slightly delayed, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Let's see it going up. It's again lobs like that, even though they would make it in, it's not gonna work against more experienced team. They're just gonna be able to, well, accidentally intercept it, I guess. ball just going in there. Looks like they were trying to go for it. Preston getting the first goal of this match. Bit of an interesting thing going on there. I think it was the fact that they intercepted the throw on the left side of the ramp and stopped any of the fancy plays.
And Laxton doing his famous pull.
Yeah, you can splash it and you can pull it. That's why that little slope up there is just slanted, either by design or intentional. Is that intentional?
It's by design, but Laxton doesn't even shoot the little leaf petals. He just kind of hits the inside of the ball spawner, so it would work even without the leaf petals up there.
It takes a lot of time too. Emoji trying to walk it in there, but again, blue team is just reacting to this very well. Is he getting that ball? Maybe he's gonna try to go for a self pass. He's probably gonna pass it to another player. Maybe going for that toss easy, going off that ramp. Maybe do a self pass. No, he's gonna pass it back to Laxton.
Back to Laxton.
That point. I felt that was a bit of a flashy play right there. He should have just gone in there, but it was enough to try and.
Hunter steals. He's
Hunter
looking
gets
to
the
serve.
ball. Oh, he gets almost the toss into it, but it was a little bit too high.
Yeah, I think that when he got hit by something, it kind of jostled his aim, and he wasn't able to get it in.
Yeah, and there's some projectile inheritance as kind of I think what they tried to say when it was existing because depending on how fast you go, the ball will be affected. So if you're moving forward, the ball will move faster. If you're moving back, the ball will be thrown less because it inherits a little bit of your speed. So that's something you need to be aware of.
Momentum inheritance. Red team went for a play, but looks like he messed up his own bomb there with splashing the ball. Well, here we go. Lamborghini's going to go in and solo this ball. Not quite in the timing.
Looks like Laxton trying to go for that interception of that ball, but it's just slightly off, and he gets killed by Clamo. I don't know.
I can tell you some inside information here. You know, we have two extremely even keel players on blue. That's Easy E and Laxton. I think those guys are nay on tiltable. But then we also have Hunter and particularly Lamborghini that if things are not going his way, he's probably the best player, but he's also probably the tiltiest. Like, things can get a little out of hand for them morale-wise if things don't start looking up. And again, they're winning right now, and they're only down by one score. So.
Yeah, I feel like having a good team is just good attitude is what really makes or breaks the game so far.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, as with most things, of course. Oh, here comes Laxton.
Again, Laxton, he gets the toss. Will he get? Oh, that was close. But, like, there was a bit of a mess up happening so far with that play. For 2.0, getting that saw again. Saws are just any melee in general is very dangerous because if you have the ball, it's gonna be a good start. Like Hunter 2.0 tried to surf that rocket, but Clamo is too smart for that. Shoots him in the face and just denies that bomb. Waiting patiently. Oh, red team close enough and gets the goal. Huh? That's a little bit strange. You kind of just bounced it off the rim and still got it in there. Most of the time, it would be still a reset to neutral once it bounced off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And look at this. So we get the red team. And, oh, whoa! Where was that from bottom?
Yeah, that was from bottom. Yeah, the medic just walked it through. The soldier again, just really wanted to shoot feet. He just surfs that rocket. Again, Hunter 2.0 is one of those very good medics that can surf that rocket and just punish any soldiers who want to shoot him.
Yeah, I kind of just want to, you know, fat my boys a little bit and just say that Hunter's probably the best medic who plays this. He has a very aggressive style. His movement. Oh my! Air shot on Lamborghini. Did you see that?
I wish I could see that too.
Oh, that was crazy.
Only.
LOL coming out. But I just want to say Hunter's movement is just and mechanics are impeccable. Like, he can deliberately serve so many shots, even against good players, and punish you for doing stuff.
He goes for his other pass again to himself.
Picks it up by himself off the ground. Very strong.
He can't self pass. I feel like that's just the higher level area where good players will rely on each other to pass. Really good players just rely on themselves just to pass.
Well, more like they have that tool in their arsenal.
Right.
So. And I'm having reports right now that Mercy's team has defeated the Taco team. So game lead advances.
Blue team's doing still playing the neutral game, just making sure they have possession of the ball. Somebody goes for a fat bomb, he goes for the toss, but he gets hammered by play mode. So like the red team's now doing a very good type of defense, just having 2 soldiers. And to make it perfect, they could have a soldier just make sure you stagger those rocket jumps so that you have presence on the ball and on the hoop all the time. Looks like red team was a bit distracted, and Laxton came in from the side just to get that dunk.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Testing the upper area. Ball is being neutral in the middle. You don't see this very often. Most of the time, most of the people try and get that positional advantage. Try and, secure the ball, but it wasn't there. Barb kind of goes in the toss. He's playing the patient game, and Laxton kind of edging on that, denying that toss. Delman goes in to try and pick it up and dies as a result. I think red team's going to try and salvage this, but they're just too careless. In that area, right in this little corner here, is it's like a death zone for any players who are not on that side to try and go. Laxton's going for push. Drops down and slams it in there. That's one of those very hard to defend plays, and there's a word that a lot of the community calls it, and I'm still not going to call it that because not family friendly. Someone hits that air shot, bounce the ball, close enough, going for that toss. Another interception. There's a lot of things going on. It's pretty jam-packed, and this is enjoyable. Again, both teams are showing good presence on the defense. It's just like tennis, you gotta break someone's serve. In this one, you gotta break someone's defense. You gotta go through it. I feel like I said, it's still an offense base. You can do some insane plays, and there's some things that players can do that is nearly unblockable. Lamborghini going in there and gets another point. A disgusting goal indeed.
Was that only one game right there, or am I...
I believe that was the second game so far, so I think the Bolster is getting that victory. I'm not sure if GGs are being passed out. I'm not sure if
I don't see any GGs, so I'm...
Maybe another game, possibly, but I felt like they won that last one, if I recall correctly. Right,
yep, that is indeed 2 games. Okay. So, I believe that we can advance the bracket now and start the next round of things. I have to take into account there's some dead teams in here, so...
Hold on a second, I think I did something weird. There'll be something on there, but regardless, yeah, red team did well. They did something good. There's no that because I know this team, or at least Jaguar, you know this team more than I do, and it's just I don't know.
I mean, for them to not win this tournament would be, some kind of the biggest upset in the history of the universe or something.
Yeah, because I have high hopes for this team just to stop players that I felt like red team and give them a run for their money.
Alright, so I'm going to need a couple minutes here to figure out what rounds we're launching, pass out server info, and we're ready to go.
See you guys in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so what do we have right now? We have Game 9, which is since you played we have 2 games in the lower brackets, right? Shitposter versus Gangweed, Solians versus No Name. I think that might be the one to watch. And then we have although I don't know. And then we have the Ball Stars versus Crafts, which is kind of some of our top teams. So, but I feel like some of these top teams will just end up in the finals anyway. You think so? Yeah, that's probably the ones. Talian's showing they got some serious moves, you know. No Name, Tolians are favored in this because No Name they have Cold, and then what? And whereas, how about Gangweed versus Shitpost Central? I think that's the one to watch. Man. I hate to say it, so. Okay, setting up. I will have that info momentarily. Okay, this should be server info, where we should be watching Nursey's team Gangweed against Shitposter Central, which is another strong team, consoles team. Kind of thinking it might be the third place team. Yo, I have to go on Nursey's stream? That's the reason why it took so long for the previous game to start against Taco, is because Nursey's just oblivious. I have to go on her stream and, like, at Nursey TF2. And Fucking be like, right, get in here! What are you doing? Pay attention! She's like, oh shit, we have info. She's like too busy focusing on MGE. Like, give me a break, man. Basically. Alright, Nurse's team already in here right away. And did I not get info? Sounds good, yeah. Well, just so you know, Kirby is Nursey, and Nerby is not Nursey. yeah. Even though Nerby is a name that Nursey uses a lot. So Nursey has whatever that is. Skirt socks or something. Thigh-high socks or something. I can't actually tell because it's really small. Just like butts. Okay, just waiting for console. Looks like console is responding. They should be joining in a bit. Nursey practicing face rockets. Here we go. The other team is joining now. And, you know, we're trying to pick the most interesting games to watch. Sometimes there's multiples that would be interesting to watch, but we just gotta only choose one. That's the way it works. And it's obviously a gamble because, you know, maybe it won't be a close game, but I'm thinking this might be something. We have our quote-unquote invite team, or the one with the highest invite player on it, versus what I might say is quite a few regulars from the players that play this on Saturday nights, but not the strongest regulars. So, you know, this could be a show. These invite players bring a lot of presence with their DM and their mechanics. They're figuring things out pretty quick. The other team, they should just have more base moves down from just having more experience, and this could be a game. Oh, you're not live. Okay. I got you. I'm sort of talking like you were, but it's all good. I like how we just abandoned the whole STP thing at all. They're like doing some kind of artificial delay in server 8, the first one there with the Ball Stars. They're waiting until Losers 4 begins. Okay, they're on strike. Oh, they want to cast Mercy's match and then their match because they want their match casted so bad. Well, that's fine. I mean, whatever. They have that ability. You know, game in server 7 is underway. Mercscribe. Yo, you might want to watch this game over here on number 7. Server 7, yeah, this is kind of hot here, man. And actually, the Mark Scribe Nursey game just started, so...
Well, we're tuning into Game 7 right now, and there's some interesting things going on. Yeah, like I said, it's just pretty hectic so far, and I think that they're gonna have a good
Yo, I hate to toss you around, but this game just started with the Nursey in here.
Right.
Or has it even started? Am I just crazy? I think they're yet to ready up. So this is the one to watch. I mean, like I said, there's too many good games to watch. Like, I wish I could see them all. But it cannot be. Yes. Which, they didn't really wait for my go, but that's fine. Oh wait, no, Nursey's the good. Nursey's actually waiting. This is server 6, I believe. So this is the Nursey team versus Shitpost Central. Oh no. Well, blue team got possession, they came on strong, and then Bull, the demo for Gangweed, just runs up, steals it, and scores it right away. Let's see who can test, who's able to contest the middle here.
We're going lower. Let's see what they can do.
Looks like blue team takes it and then takes it back to their side passively. And they're instantly setting off a play.
Jump gets the ball. See what he can do. He's going to pass it back to Ampro. He's going to toss it up high, but he misses that shot. Ball gets shuttled, but Desperado getting that pickup. See if Uber gets popped. See what they can do with it. And then it just surfs it still.
What a serve.
But Nursey does best. Just surfs those.
I'm just surprised to see Merc is on Medic right now. He has a lot of strong moves on Soldier, which is obviously his main. He's played this mode a lot. He can do some serious dunks.
I guess he's letting the rest of the team learn and experience the fun thrill of getting
Well,
those
I
jumps
guess.
and just dumping on
I don't know if
players.
this is really the time, but, you know. Red team trying to launch an offense, blue team kind of stuffing them in there.
Bull going for that trim, gets the ball, maybe gonna go for that toss, and gets the toss, and no one on the defense. There's 3 players on defense.
10 seconds.
Well, and I said this before earlier, but having a demo man on your team, you know, you want to have a soldier as the main defender, and having a demo just really limits what people can do, what roles. The ball comes bottom, blue team gets it again, takes it passively to their own side. Instantly sets up the play to their demo, but the ball gets caught on some geometry here and loses the block.
And I think it's just positioning in general. You need to be in the right place to throw it. For the most part, good or general bombs would go up on the slopes rather than going through the middle or to the sides, because like that, there's just way too many geometry things that just get in the way and put the ball back into neutral. If they mess up too much, red team can just take advantage of that.
Looks like console is lagging. It would be my guess, looking at the scoreboard. Red team complaining that blue's going to get Uber, which, you know, let me just throw it out there. Uber is not particularly important in this game mode. I mean, you can do some things with it, but it can hinder you as much as it can help you, because you cannot pick up the ball. Your teammates cannot pick up the ball when they're Ubered.
I feel like the only time that would be appropriate to pop the Uber is after the ball is not in play. If you have possession of the ball, you should not pop Uber, because if any players make that play, it's just really bad, because no one can really, you can't Uber people who are carrying the jack. It's about the same thing, you can't Uber people who are carrying the intel.
Exactly, yeah. It works just like Intel.
Cancel in there, trying to get that pass. She gets the ball, but he gets intercepted by Mercstripe. Mercstripe passing back and throw.
It looks like blue team is really down players. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Unthrow is. He should be wasting time. See, console's still lagging, but so right now blue team's trying to reset themselves and they bought enough time to get their respawns. That's the important thing. Console's just going into the spawn to like have a Wii or something. And Cheras now messages me. I guess he woke up at what time is it right now? 4. Okay, I don't know that he actually woke up. I think he might have just not realized the tournament was on, which I'm deeply offended. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits, Cheras. Alright, back to the game here.
Yeah.
Currently our invite team is winning Lucy's team.
Pretty well. It's just the unfamiliarity of Mark at the ball and the velocity range you get is kind of the only thing that's the make or break. I'm trying to go for that off the back wall, trying to do something. Weave it through the little middle bit.
Blue team in big trouble. Blue team in big trouble. They're down to 1 player right now, maybe.
Last one to Mercy. Has to go toss.
Oh, nice defense.
Mercy should be waiting for that toss. I think that's the offense's biggest card that you could give to any defender. Once the defender jumps, you could just wait. If there's no pressure being applied, you just wait. Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is under pressure, it's you only have a limited time to shoot.
Oh, going for that lob with Desperado. Again, I think they're adapting very well.
Yeah, I mean this is indeed a good game here to watch. We have experienced players versus powerful, fast learners of the invite category. Not that they're all invite, but these are good players. And we'll see. Right now, they're maintaining a lead. It's kind of it's a tough game right now. Neither team can just score willy-nilly here.
And it looks like they're waiting for their players to spawn up, which is a good
Look
choice.
at Nerby just sitting up there with a ball chambered back.
Looks like
behind his
Blue's
head.
just letting them control that high ground. Full going for that, but I think Blue team's already aware of that. Just hit some rockets, punishing them for being in the same place at once.
And while red team was dead, blue team is also kind of all messed up and trying to. So now they're going to try to set up a play here. Let's see what they do. Red team, look how passive they are. They know a play's coming, and they should be moving players in the midfield to apply pressure. But they're and the ball hits geometry. Maybe this is the distraction they need. Oh, Merc's
And he goes, oh, close.
Oh,
And
so close. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Bus, but hanging back isn't really as good because there's some plays I've seen during some pugs where certain classes can do things that are essentially unblockable.
Yeah, they're just too hard to stop. It's offense oriented, but I don't think they're parking the bus. I think they just don't know better, and blue team is just beefing their attack. That was very close, man. That was so close. And okay, here we go.
Just a casual wall through.
For blue!
Just gets them. I feel like they're applying their Sixes experience to this, and it's good as like a thing as a fallback. But until they learn, I feel that would be a good idea. Just hanging back, but there'll be definitely a lot of better positions that red team can position themselves in. Still, in any type of format, in any type of game in general, having the high ground is very good.
Nice try by Enthro, but any kind of basic defense will usually stop that. Now red team's gonna be looking to do something. You're all kind of lit though.
Trip.
Oh, the big.
He gets tossed, see, but no, he also defends that. Good reaction by blue team.
Okay, now we're heading back the other way. Are we though? There's only 2 people alive. See, this is the problem. Red team managed to really mess up blue, and now blue needs to attack, but they're down players.
Charging. Yeah, I think that's the benefits of Demoman, because melee can't steal balls and Demoman can charge. They can cover a lot of distance and make their melee range for some reason just the size of a house.
Oh, here comes a big play from Console. He's looking for someone to
He
pass
gets
to,
denied by that.
this is dangerous. Blue team is all moving up right now, so if there's a breakaway, and there's going to be no one to defend their goal. It looks like they're able to recover in time.
Yeah, not very good passes so far.
Red is looking to mount an offense. Blue team is just on death's door here. They're all so hurt. So as beefy as it is, at this kind of game, red team could have just focused on killing them if they knew, and then outnumbered them for a second. Oh, it looks like they found a moment to thread it in anyway.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
And I feel like it's due to the fact that most of the blue defenders are, when that moment came, they're jumping too high. There's this weird height. If you jump normally, it's just too high. So right under. Looks like
Yeah.
settled for the Doman Trimp box, but I think we can try to smarten up and get that perception. Because they do tend to choose the same path. I feel like they need to mix it up, but at the same time, you can't exactly trust many players when it comes to trimping, because it's just, you can do a lot of things with it. Again, also going in there, but he jumped too early. Going in there, getting the 4th point for the red team.
Mission begins in 10
And
seconds.
that mistiming is what caused that downfall and caused red team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See who gets the contest here. Ball comes bottom, and then awkwardly, I think might have got air shot or splashed over
He
the
got
blue
splashed by
side.
a lonely pill, actually. Throw, see what he can do, get some toss. Defenders, no, they just see that coming a mile away. They're not going to let him do that.
Yeah, they really should have tried to attack those defenders before trying to just toss it in.
And I feel like it's just due to lack of experience of Passtime, you should be applying pressure, because if anybody is just there, they're going to, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to be trying to check it. They're going to defend
That's
it.
their main goal, is to defend, yeah.
Right. Unless they have their monitors turned off and mouse unplugged, but even then, it's kind of...
Even then, they'll still be thinking about
Yeah.
the right move, you know, the only move, blocking the ball from going into goal.
Mission ends in 60
Yeah, I just want to shout out Console and Enthro, because they were just hitting some really good shots a moment ago that totally stalled the red team's efforts. So what do we got going on here?
Infinity Gauntlet. Ooh, I don't think that arrow can deny. Again, too high. But I
It looks like the first game goes for the Enthro boys.
Looks like they got one. And I would feel that the best way to defend is not jumping straight up and straight down, is jumping to the side. It's kind of the same thing with rocket jumping. The best rocket jump is when you shoot behind you to get that more horizontal distance and less verticality. But I feel like some of these players aren't really aware of that, and they just jump straight up. And that's okay, but against better players who know how to aim the ball, chances are, if you time it bad, there's just too large of a window for the attackers just to weave it in there. And I believe that is the first point for red team. Hopefully the second match is going to happen, and that will decide this round.
It looks like in the lower brackets, a match between the Tullians, that's Edward's team, and Crate's team, No Name. The Tullians came out on top. They won both of their games. So now we have this game,
Mission begins
which continues the lower bracket, and then we have possibly the game between two of the better teams. I think they're waiting it out because they might want to get casted, so we'll see how that works out.
Give them the shoutcasting, because I'm sure there's some players in the chat who want to see to have their plays casted.
Oh, wow.
I think blue team's just aware of that. And they're just walking in there with that Uber, causing a huge distraction. That's the proper use of Uber right there. Just tanking your teammates in there just to do massive damage onto the enemy team and preventing them from actually making the plays. But you have to be aware, you have to be ready to stop that Uber by switching to melee and not just healing them, because they can't really intercept the ball if they're still Ubers. So it's a bit of a risky play, even though Ubers are, generally speaking, the most safe thing you can do. Both players are invincible, but because they're invincible, you can't really do too much.
Yeah, I want to shout out Desperado for actually playing whoever that guy is. I'm not looking into it, but he's actually playing some serious defense. And he's a big part of what's keeping Red Team in the game here. Bo lagging his way through. Good effort, but not enough. Yeah, look at that. Desperado's actually playing back. I mean, I feel like Red could have scored many times if it wasn't for his good defense. So.
Goal for red!
Wow.
Oh.
Disgusting goal!
Mission begins.
Yeah, it's a good play.
5, 4, 3,
As that red team applies pressure onto their team, there was just a moment where they could throw the ball and just get that goal.
Here comes blue. They're trying to attack. Oh, they were trying to attack to make room for their, ball carrier, I guess you could say, but oh no, here comes Bull.
Like, yeah, some of the soldiers are just too far forward getting that in there.
They just weren't there in time to defend, yeah.
One player, this part is actually
3, 2,
Oh, okay, alright. Well, Rain is actually doing great.
Turning back, actually, he's passing it to Bull. It looks like they're really favoring the demo play, and I feel like it's just working out because, again, blue team is
Mission
really
begins in 10 seconds.
They tried, Enthro tried to charge up as demo, but he did it too early, and maybe Bull just kind of waited it out.
You can't really do too much unless you have to have good reactions and just move quickly when the ball is in the air like that, because you can't anticipate a throw because any person could just wait. They see a person charging and it's not going to get barely in there, just getting that
Mission begins in 10
on
seconds.
the edge.
Really nice by Enthro, trying to keep them in the game here.
3, 2, 1.
Immediately, Intro just dies. Oh, dear.
Go for it!
That's kind of what happens. Red team is already reacting very quickly to the amount of things they have. They know that there are not many soldiers and they could just walk in there, but
5, 4, 3,
the medic needs to do is just walk at the person who's throwing because it pressures them to make a bad play, If the medic just walks, like stays back and just shoots him with arrows, there's nothing much that you can really do when they're throwing. Whereas if you're walking at the melee holding W, you make them fear, you make them a little bit afraid that, hey, this guy might steal the ball from me, I better throw it immediately. And just good defense by both team members. And that interception.
Oh, Nursey.
Close. Nursey uses Uber just to get out of there, which is a good play. Just too smart, big brain, just get in there, do damage, try to make a play, and just get out safely.
This ball looks like a...
Putting a lot of pressure, Console intercepting that ball, see what he can do. He gets the toss, but...
Yeah, I just want to point out, Bull is running Pain Train for absolutely no reason. I guess it doesn't hurt you at all, there's no bullet weapons being shot at you here, but...
At the same time, the Pain Train, I'm not really sure. They're better melee weapons than the man can use.
Red scores again!
Alright. And that's it, right?
Yep,
that's 2 games.
Turns out that the invite players are just very quick to adapt from what we've seen from the first game. They kind of like walking around, not really exactly know what to do, but now they've applied their own little strats for Passtime. And see the fact that I haven't seen any soldiers on their team doing the bombs or anything. They're relying on tripping from Bull, which has been working, honestly.
I just want to say Bull's move is to do, the surf, surf charge, and then he lands on the window pillar or whatever you want to call it, and he just shoots from there. And his team is doing a good job at roughing up the defenders, and he's able to get it in. So that's like Bull's move right now. Let's see how it serves him later on. For now, I'm going to attend to the bracket, so I will return.
Alrighty then. Yeah, it seems like Red team's doing very well. I feel like they would be in third place, honestly. I know there are teams in this tournament that are very good and most likely will take first and second place. But these guys are pretty good and running up for third place. But now I think that's about it for this match. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.